If you feel like you need to say more every time somebody asks you a question, that's you. You're projecting you. You need to feel comfortable in your skin. If the question asks you, so as a professor teaching in school, there is time for me to give content and information. And it is possible to overload somebody with information. I've had to learn that as a professor, as a coach, as a chaplain in sessions. Sometimes just giving the brief answer causes for a deeper relationship, because then it will spark questions that will cause the conversation to continue. When you keep on talking, you're inserting so much of yourself and so much of your wisdom. Where does the other person get to speak and you receive? So when you're talking too much or over-explaining, there's some things inside of you that need to be worked on, whether it's the fear of rejection, whether it's the fear of silence is not good, they may not like what I say, or you're trying to please somebody or trying to prove something. Over-explaining is never good. That's an internal warning sign that you need to work on. So if you're in a relationship, whether friendship, professional, personal, and you feel like you have to over-explain, you need to ask yourself, why do you feel that? You need to take time. Why do you feel like you need to over-explain? Is it that there's something inside of you that needs to be worked on? Or is it that that person does not understand and has a different learning ability than you do? Like, for example, I'm very visual learner. And sometimes people I speak to may be logical, auditory, the list goes on. You have to find out who you're speaking to and how do they learn better. Sometimes illustrations of the important things in their life work better when you're trying to explain something than you just saying. I could say to you, hey, the sky is blue and it looks great. And you could look up at the sky and probably disagree. But if I say, when you think about waking up in the morning and the difference between the moon going down and the sun coming up gives it just this beautiful blue hue, that's visual. That person may receive that same teaching or that same comment in a different way. So the other thing about over-explaining is, do you even understand how the person you're speaking to learns or how they're understanding?